No, no. Three types of variation. The first type is called direct. And direct variation is in the form y equals kx, where k is a constant. All right? So, they might give you a problem and say, when x is 8, y is 11. Find k. What? So, doesn't that mean 11 equals 8k? What is k? 11/8. That is called the constant of proportionality, is what they call it. It's the constant. Find k. Then, they do not have to use the letters x and y, but they always use k. Does that make sense to you? The second kind, that was direct. The second kind is called inverse variation. Inverse is y equals k over x. And they don't have to use x and y. It's just like all year, we can use any letter. But if I tell you, for instance, m is inversely proportional to n. N is 21 when m is 25. Find k. If it's inversely proportional, what we have is m equals k over n. Okay? Do you agree?
Is it always the first one? Like,
well, is means equal.
Okay.
So m is inversely proportional, means m equals whatever.
And it's always going to say inversely. Well, thank you.
If it's inverse.
So it's just going to say that, though, every time it is inverse.
It'll be in the some sort of figured out.
Maybe it won't.
That's what.
Maybe we figure it out.
What?
I'm just wondering if it's just going to say, like, m is inversely or, like, directly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
So, doesn't this mean 25 equals k over 21? What is k?
Whatever 21 is.
5.5.
Thank you. I was doing it in my head, but I wasn't quite there.
Oh yeah, I guess it's 25.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
The third kind is called joint. Jointly proportional. And jointly, you have 3 letters. On joint, yes.
And the rest of the other.
Oh,
okay.
Remember, k is a number. K is constant. It doesn't count as a letter. Joint looks like this. So if y varies jointly as w and x, that's what that says. Y varies jointly as w and x. See that? If y is 18 when w is 12 and x is 3. Find k. So is 18 equal to 36k? Wait a minute, Chandler doesn't like that. So what is k? 1/2. That's the 3 types of variation. Direct, understand direct, inverse, put it in the denominator, so it picks up the other letter.
So this is kind of like stuff we've already been working with. You're just giving me names.
Kind of. Now, let's work a total problem. All right? And the first problem, that's all you're going to do is find k. If I tell you y varies inversely as x. Okay, when I say y varies inversely as x, do you know automatically what that means?
Y equals k over x.
Right? Inversely means from the bottom. If y, so we're talking about inverse, y is 18 when x is 10, find y when x is 22. So I have to take this one and solve for k. So does 18 equal k over 10?
180 or wait.
So k is 180.
And you multiply by.
What?
Or divide by.
So then I have y equals 180 over 22. Is that right? Okay, you did that on your calculator. I don't want it rounded, so can you give me a fraction?
Yes.
90 over 11? Does this make sense to you? It does, good. Pretty simple. But I will tell you, as you go into higher math, the one thing you have to remember is what the inverse means. If something is the inverse, one of them went on the denominator. That's the big one that's used more than anything.